And that's where we begin this evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Abby Ray. A Derby High School teacher is returning to school with two jobs, teaching students and fighting a cancer diagnosis she says she only received last month. KAKE's Sydney Ferguson is in studio with a story of how she's handling the illness and her hopes for the future.
Yeah, Abby, Christina Gizzarelli says learning she had thyroid cancer has changed her entire life. But between doctor's appointments and planning out her treatment, she's trying to stay positive and keep showing up for her students.
The school year is officially underway in Derby, and inside Mrs. Gizzarelli's class, the biology teacher of 7 years says the excitement from her students is one thing that stayed the same.
It's such a good feeling to know that I've reached those kids and something stuck.
What's changed is Mrs. G, and more specifically, her health. Gizzarelli says just weeks before the start of the year, she was diagnosed with thyroid cancer.
All worst case scenarios start entering your mind. And it's not just your health that gets affected. Everything in your life gets affected.
Gizzarelli says she struggles to talk, project her voice, swallow, eat, and more. She will need surgery, and one of the risks, paralysis of her vocal cords.
It feels like someone's squeezing your throat constantly, and that's because of the constriction with the tumors.
She says she fears she won't be able to remain the same teacher she's always been.
And the thought of, cancer possibly robbing me of the ability to do that, I don't know.
Gizzarelli says so far her journey has involved a lot of testing. She won't know how invasive the cancer is until an appointment in September.
We are focused on the positive, that right now we're looking at surgery and some medication, and hopefully not the possibility of radiation or chemo.
Over the next few months, she'll be back and forth between Derby and MD Anderson in Houston, but she says her first appointment has already shown the cost of treatment.
They billed our insurance $4,500, and our insurance only paid $350 of that. And if my first trip cost me almost $6,000 out of pocket, I can't imagine.
Her sister recently started a GoFundMe for her, which has already raised a little over $5,000. Gizzarelli says the outpouring of support, even from former students, has been amazing. Now she says she still has hope she can beat the cancer.
I'm going to try the best to be the Mrs. G I've always been and walk in every day excited and get them to love science.
Gizzarelli says she's grateful for the support she's received so far, and she's relying on her faith to get her through. A link to her GoFundMe will be available on KAKE.com for anyone interested in donating. In studio, Sydney Ferguson, KAKE News on your side.